So there's this stray cat that's been coming around my house for a while now. At first she kept her distance, but then she started showing up almost every day. My family leaves out food and water, and I guess that made her trust us more. Now the thing is, every time it rains or get cold outside, I just can't help to wonder where she goes off to. So let's do something about it. Now I'm not a professional, I'm a beginner just like you, so let's see if we can give this cat a place that she can call home. Also, the other cats in the neighborhood tends to scratch him up, I guess, because he's getting the royal treatment. So if you know any vets to help him out on the ears, just send them my way. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is just go over some of the tools you'll need, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I built this from the ground up, so I don't have everything I need, but I have what I need to get going. So the first one I have the circular saw here. My guard didn't stay up by itself. I guess I have a cheap one, so I had to pin this nail in, tie it around so the guard stays up while I cut. I have the pen, my square and tape, and my level to mark, precision, get my measurements, get my level, etc., etc. Of course, you got your drills. I have wood screws. Then we have clamps, hold things together, as well as the wood glue. Building a cat house is going outside, so we do need that glue, just in case it rains for that extra support. All right, also, by the way, we have an impact drill, regular drill, so having both is helpful. All right, first thing first, you have to get your measurements. We're gonna need 4 corner pieces at 18 inches. Again, you want to take out tape, hold it at the end, stretch it out, lock it in place. We need 18 inches, not 1 foot, 8 inches, but 18 inches. All right, and just for this purpose, I'm going to take the plywood from the bottom so I can get this angle here. Going to put my square, line it up there, and get a better view here. All right, you want precision, so you got to make sure this is accurate, because if you mess up the lines, it will not come out right. All right, now it's all about verification. I'm gonna zoom out. All right, we needed 18 inches, and as you can see, 18 inches. This is why I do the line on top and at bottom. Now let me show you what you don't want to do. You don't want to have the tape on this end and then have it up here. It will throw the measurements off a little, and you don't want that. So you make sure it's wherever you measure from, keep it straight. 18, as you can see, you want to make sure it's lined up perfectly, centered. All right, now I have my line to where I'm going to cut. But before I cut, let me clamp this down. All right, so let's get the cutting. If you're new to this, I recommend practice cutting. Forgot the most important thing. Make sure you got safety goggles, okay? You need your safety goggles. Always wait till the saw goes off before you take it off. All right, now we have our 4 pieces, and what I like to do is I like to just put things to the side and just look over to check stuff. Just mark it. I know what this piece is for. All right, for the next cut, we're gonna need 4 pieces. No, we're gonna need 8 pieces at 16 inches. 16. That was off, so I'm gonna have to remark that. All right, now I got my top frame at 16 inches. Have 4 of those. My top frame at 16 inches. 4 of those. And then my corner posts at 18 inches. All right, now it's time to put the frame together for the top and bottom using the 16-inch pieces. I'm trying a new method here. I think it's gonna work out perfect. So I have a square here, an L square, and it's already, of course, at that 90-degree angle. So I thought, how about let's line it up? You know what I mean? Okay, try to get a better angle here. If you can see, I have it lined up against the wall. That way we have that perfect L shape. Now I'm gonna apply glue here just so it can hold. Once that's done, then I'm gonna run the screws through. And again, we're using wood screws to get this done, and I'm gonna do that evenly on all sizes.
What it is? Draw.
20. All right, so another way to make sure this is squared, you will just take your tape and you'll go from edge to edge. Here, I don't know if you see it, we have 23 and a half. Go the other way, 23 and a half. We are squared. All right, my phone was dying, so I left some parts out, but I'm going to catch you up right now where we left off. We had our 18-inch corners. I went ahead and attached those, screwed them in, and what I did was, first, you want to make sure it's flushed, okay? By flushed, if you look at the bottom, it's not sticking out, it's not pushed too far in. Let me see. It's lined up, it's flushed. Mosquitoes biting. All right, once I lined that up, I clamped it down so it wouldn't go anywhere, and I made my marks of how I wanted to drill my nails in. I'm going 4x4. And one thing I wanted to be mindful of, I have a nail going through this way, so I made sure that I'm drilling my hole here. You got to be mindful of that. I don't want them to intersect. So once that's done, just drill them in, get to work. All right, I went ahead and put the drill in, the screw in. Take this off. You don't gotta worry about it going anywhere. Yep. It's all about just figuring out the right things to do things, and then what works for you. All right. It's more than one way to skin a cat. All right, another thing you have to be mindful of, I'm doing this all off the head. I had an idea, I wrote some of it down, but you just go as you go, you know what I mean? So, same thing up top. X marks the spot, right? All right, I got everything nailed in, top and bottom. Next, the plywood that it's laying on. If you don't know what plywood is, this right here. I was saving it, using it for a table. Now it's time for it to depart. I'm going to use this as the bottom floor. Since I already have it laid out, I went ahead and drew my lines. See, and I just gotta cut it. Gotta make shit easy. Once that's done, you pretty much see how it looks. That's gonna be the floor. Alright guys, now that I got the bottom and top, I drew my outline for the sides. It's time to get to work. Please don't be like me. Get your glasses. Get your glasses. It didn't hit me, but I remembered. All sizes. All sizes. Now, this is a project made out of scrap wood. I had to fabricate my own things with what I had, so it's not perfect. So you see these little cracks here. It's not good for the rain, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. If you guys can support me and my YouTube channel, we can get those supplies and we can make sure mittens have a safe place when it rains. All right guys, just an update. So we cut out most of the plywood. We have a fair amount left. You know what I mean? The top and bottom is on, screwed in on all sizes. I was running out of screws, so you know we gotta save what we can. All right guys, this is the final results. Again, it isn't perfect. I had to work with what I had to work with, but for the most part, this is a starter home for mittens. You know, if the video does well, I'll do a part 2 and just do a whole completely new house, something that's better. But this, I'm proud of what I got. You know what I mean? This is gonna keep her safe from whatever the case may be. It's gonna give her a home. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know what I mean? Also guys, you want to have that slope in your roof. It may not look like it in the video, but if I put this here, it's gonna roll. Okay, never mind.